Ladies and gentlemen, I'm privileged to introduce the Valedictorian for the class of 2015. She is, of course, ranked first in the class with a cumulative GPA of 103.4580. She is the daughter of Jill and Garrett Wetzel. She is from Factoryville and will be attending St. Lawrence University next fall, where she will be studying biology and psychology. Lackawanna Trail's 2015 Valedictorian is Grace Marie Wetzel. Grace, please come back.
School board, administration, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates, good evening. I am honored to have the opportunity to speak tonight. So, my fellow classmates, here we are, at this important crossroads in our journey. For 13 years, we have been together. For 13 years, we have been students at Lackawanna Trail. For 13 years, we have learned together, grown together, laughed together, and cried together. I know I'm getting corny here, but graduation is the perfect time for that. Now, suddenly, everything changes. And it's scary. It's terrifying, really. But it's so exciting. The opportunities that await us are endless. Here on this field, we have our future engineers, future teachers, future mechanics, future leaders. People who will serve our country in the armed forces, and people who will change society with their empowering words and actions. We all will truly make a difference, whether that's in the life of one or in the lives of millions. We embark on this new path together, whether our road leads us to college, to the military, or into the workforce. Tonight, I will share with you some of the advice I have received, the one piece of advice that has had the most effect on me, and my challenge for you as you begin the next chapter in your lives. We've all learned so much over the 18 or so years we've been here on this planet. We've all grown and made mistakes and learned from them. We've had people who have moved us, experiences that have changed us. I've had a lot of important people in my life who have taught me a great deal. I would like to impart some of their wisdom on you today. A few pieces of advice to carry with us as we figure out our own lives. First, keep a positive attitude, as much as you possibly can. Know that you can change a situation just by changing your outlook. And know that what you put out into the world is what you will get back. Don't be afraid to love. Love fully and give love generously. Spend time with people who build you up. People who support you and cheer for you. Let go of those who drag you down. Spread kindness, even when treated poorly. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. We all will. None of us are perfect. There will be challenges set out in our future, and we won't always make the right decisions. But the most important thing is to recognize when a mistake has been made. Own up to it, and then learn from it. Never stop learning. There is something new to learn every day, from every experience. This is all great guidance, but there's one piece of advice that I'd like you to pay special attention to. The one that has had the most impact on me. And that is, find your passion. Find what makes you come alive, and follow that. Do it. Find that thing that lights the fire in your soul, because that passion is what gives life meaning. When thinking about this advice, it makes me consider who I really am as a person. What do I stay up at night thinking about? What do I want to change about the world? What do I want to be remembered for? When we are young, the person we are inside often comes naturally. We are filled with thoughts and dreams, with passion and enthusiasm, and we let it out freely. Unfortunately, it seems, when we hit a certain age, everything is stifled. Our personalities, our uniqueness, our dreams, and our passions. We go through a period of self-doubt. We become uniform, building up a shell in a harsh environment where fitting in seems to be the most important thing. We cover up our own light, the beauty coming from inside that makes us unique. Our greatest challenge as we pass on to this new phase of life is to let that light shine. I know that I personally have gone through this struggle, like I'm sure many of you have. I was filled with life when I was young, with big dreams of saving the rainforest, single-handedly, with a lemonade stand on my rarely traveled dirt road. A lemonade stand that's only customers were my parents. And of becoming a pop star sensation, I called myself Mina Carolina, a play off of the TV show Hannah Montana. I actually recorded albums on my computer, albums that I cringe when I listen to now. I was active in the visual arts, in music, and in theater. Kindness was my biggest priority, and I had big dreams for myself. I was constantly in search of the spotlight, loving the attention I got from my performances and just from my big personality. Things changed when I got to the high school. I forgot who I was, what I stood for. I was not the person that I wanted to be. I became much more worried about what people thought of me, doing anything to look cool and fit in with my classmates. I stopped doing tours, I stopped doing theater. I avoided being the center of attention at all costs. I wasn't as kind to people as I liked to be. I was too worried about my image to stand up for anything. When asked what my passions were, I had no answer. These are some of my biggest regrets from high school. Thankfully, I've begun to rediscover myself over the past year or two. I've taken myself back to basics, asked myself, what did childhood grades care about, and what do you care about now? I've tried to find and become a truer version of myself, one that cares about people, accepts people the way they are, and accepts herself the way she is. One that stands up for issues and speaks her opinion openly. An individual, not a clone of what a high school student is expected to be. I've rejoined theater. I've continued my art classes. I have explored politics and begun to form my own political views. I have spoken out about issues that I care about. I have reinstated kindness as my main priority. I am more in touch with my passions than ever before, and have used these to direct myself to a career path. I am still finding myself, but I've learned a great deal already. So, my challenge for you, my fellow classmates, and my biggest piece of advice, as you move on from here to your next step, is to rediscover yourself. Think about what inspires you, what drives you, what is important to you. Think about what makes you happy, and don't worry about what other people might think of it. Build friendships with people who share your morals and your priorities. To those of you who have never lost your spirit, I applaud you. To those of you who have already begun the process of getting it back, I commend you. High school can be a difficult place to be an individual. Let us begin this new journey, together in heart, searching for ourselves, for our happiness, and for our passion. From the words of Howard Thurman, don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive, and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Thank you.